What do you think should go into the CPI?
Basically, I think there's a lot of literature that can be read on this, but essentially, I think the fact that they don't consider real estate or college expenses and stuff in the CPI is pretty bad. They have obviously reasoning that sounds fairly all right. Like for real estate, they say it's an investment, it's not a consumer item. Rent, like shelter, is the actual consumer item, so we're just measuring the price of rent, which is like, okay, fine, but that makes Americans unable to own houses more and more, right? And so we're basically seeing home ownership become more and more difficult accordingly, right? Because they don't include it in the CPI, so logically you do see that exactly having a result, right? Because that's what the dollar loosely tracks, right? So, so yeah, I think that college education is not included, which is not a good thing. And I think real estate should be, even though it's technically that, yeah, they're right, it's not a consumptive item, but I think it should be included in the CPI rather than these other, secondary price indexes.
I think I agree with you there that it should be included, and also it has whether people use real estate as an investment or not, it definitely has an effect on everyone else. I was watching a video recently about how investment banks now are getting into, or have been getting into, the traditional real estate market over the years, and you basically have these big banks becoming landlords, and not really, and these tenants are getting living in horrible conditions, and they're not really taking care of the property, and it seems like we're taking steps back compared to 10, 20, 30 years ago in terms of how easy it was to either own a home or comfortably rent somewhere. So I don't know. What do you think about that? I guess we're staying away from Frax a lot now. We're just talking about the economics of real estate and stuff.
I really don't like where that's headed, right? I mean, I think that's getting to a real price index, and I think a lot of the Bitcoin narratives exit hyperinflating fiat and go into Bitcoin. It's a good investment and stuff. I do think Bitcoin is a good investment, but I think it's a very poor thing to plan your life around because it doesn't have stable purchasing power, right? You can make 10 times your money and then lose half of it, and then lose another half, and then 8x it again, and BTC had its most volatile 1 month in actually May, right, when it had $1 trillion in market cap, which is absolutely insane, right?
That is insane,
yeah. So I think that all of these problems with the actual CPI and current issues in the U.S. economy can really be fixed with DeFi.